Hello and Merry Christmas. We did a whole bunch of decorating today. Well, a good amount. The tree, I think you can see. And it is super snowy here. We are down in the single digits temperature wise. The pond outside is completely frozen over. Like, we could probably go ice skating, which might be kind of fun, but a little scary. I've never done that. But, anyways, I was going to take a break and try and finish the Havocs that I started last time, which it's been really busy. I haven't had a chance to really do much of it. Um, but once I get those guys done, I have a lot of things that I really should work on. I haven't even gotten rid of like all the bits pieces from the ones I assembled the last couple of weeks. So I need to fix my bits box and do that. But we'll get these guys done, and I still have to figure out which guns I want to do. And it's going to come down to which one's the coolest, honestly. I'm thinking the assault cannon, and I don't know what else. Not the heavy bolter. Heavy bolter is kind of it's like mid las cannon, missile launcher. I don't know. There are a bunch of things like the auto cannon is very cool, and it's an auto cannon with a bayonet. So that's kind of wacky. We'll see. Anyways, I'm gonna get started on that, and it should be fun. I know I'm a little bit earlier than normal, but what the heck? It is the holidays. So let me get this situated so that it is no longer just looking at my pretty, pretty face. And angle it down to what might be of extremely mild interest down here to the stuff that we're going to be working on tonight. Hopefully that'll be good. And hopefully you can hear me okay. Microphone was being a little bit wonky earlier. It's always when I have to reset things and put things back on that they seem to be wonky. Okay, so this is the assault cannon guy, which is the next thing that I got to do. And that's what we'll be doing tonight. And he's over here. The whole mess of stuff. Okay. It's so nice being so close to the holidays. Like we celebrated it before, and when we first moved into our house, our previous house. But this time feels different. I'm not entirely sure why. That's our first Christmas here in the new house. Okay, 22, 23, 24, 26, 25, and 32. Here's 32. You know, I didn't really intend to start like a Chaos Army. I got them through Hatchet, basically. But I have to admit, they're pretty cool. All right. Well, this guy's feet are separate. This seems like a thing that Games Workshop could have done. Was mold the feet into the legs. Maybe there's a reason for it. Like maybe there's an alternate build with different feet. That seems kind of silly. Okay. So we need 38 and 39 for the gun. Basically make the gun fit into the backpack. Looks like two big barrels of ammunition. And here's the big gun. Anything else? Oh, arms. Arms would help. Oh, and he needs the belt. So 35. The ammo belt. So those rounds looking exceedingly big. I guess it's because they're chaos rounds. All right. That's all the parts for. Oh, no, not all the parts. I need his head and shoulder pads. Which here are the shoulder pads. I think all these heads work. Okay. And time to clean. No mold lines. Oh, there's one. Small one. Tiny. But they're incorporated in the model pretty well. It's kind of nice. Also, hello. Just putting together some Havocs for the Chaos Army that probably never play, never actually paint. Yeah, exciting. They come with the Combat Patrol magazine. They might be fun to paint, though. I like all the spiky bits. And honey, if you're there. And that song stuck in my head still. It's nice. Nice song. I hope this ammo belt goes together well. On some other figures, I've had ammo belts like be very difficult to coordinate or to get the glue together right. Excuse me. It's pretty cold here. Ooh. Mold lines, but it's under where the shoulder pad goes, so not as bad. Although the arms, elbow pad. Oh crap. I hope I didn't totally break this. It is very fragile. That's not good. Stop moving. People will be looking at this and like, why'd you break that? Maybe on some subconscious level, I really wanted to break it. Dirty traders. Okay. Blue. Just. And now it's feedies. Here is the part that is breaking on me. Stick. Hopefully it'll stay there. That sucks that thing broke, but I think it's okay. Where's the other foot? There it is. Dude. All right, backpack. Yep, just a backpack. Check the drive it. Pretty big connection area. And 32 millimeter, at least 32 millimeter. No, these are 40 millimeter. What the heck do I have that's 40 millimeter? I don't have anything out here that's 40 millimeter. Well, I don't think that's right. 1 second, I'm gonna go get the other figure that I finished earlier. Yeah, these are 40 millimeter figures, or this is 32. That's a 32 millimeter base. So once again, Hatchet is freaking wrong with the combat patrol. That's irritating. All right. Ta-da. Stay over there. You can stay right there. Okay. These are for them. This guy is very low rank because he does not have a tactical rock. Not very high in the hierarchy of chaos. Well, he has a big gun, so he's not at the very bottom. Okay. Stick. Right, we need to put this on his backpack. And then this goes up here. That's not bad. All right, so now chain gun has to go together. Belt feed, which way does this go? And that, and then that. That makes no sense. But it looks like it works. There. I think that's right. Probably going to need to tweak it. So is this an actual assault cannon, or is it an autocannon? No, they can get autocannons. This is going to need some wiggling. All right. How old is this thing? I mean, they look like Primera size almost. So it can't be that old. But the old fits are kind of wonky. And that's completely wrong. I put that arm on completely wrong. I should probably connect it to the shoulder first. That would probably make more sense. Yeah, that'll have to do. Hold it for a bit. Oh, and also, hello. I'm putting together some Havocs. Very exciting. They have big guns, so that's kind of cool. There's one positive thing for them. Stick. All right. See if I can get this arm to fit properly. How old are these? 2019, so not that old at all. 4 or 5 years. They feel older though. Because they have those wonky arm joins. And now chain the ammo belt. Okay, so it goes over here. Okay, that's not good. His arm is falling off. Stick. Oh, there it is. That's so weird. So you gotta hook it there and there. This is awkward. It's like, has no real connecting points to it. Oh, okay, so this goes over top. This sucks. You have to coordinate 4 different points of connection with this thing. This is obnoxious as all hell. Probably the best way to do it is just to use this and make this one piece first. So really, they should have you connect the chain belt first and then play everything off of that. Personally, I blame the British. Stick. All right, I'm going to get some glue on this first, though. On the lucky happenstance that it connects properly, it sticks. The off chance. And this is not working. What the heck? This is not working right. All right, then. No, don't break. This thing is touchy. And now his arm's off. The other arm is off. So, move. There. All right, that was a freaking ordeal to get his gun belt proper. Again, I blame the British. Oh, I forgot a piece. It needs to be the front of the shooty gun bit. Where is it? Right there. Front of the assault cannon. All right. Assault cannon. And next, trash. Shoulder pad. Shoulder pads. Doesn't matter which one, are they both the same? Or they're similar, but this one goes over here. All right, there. And then this one is over here. What is the symbol of the Black Legion? I don't remember at all. All right, and now his head and all the wire bits that connect him to his backpack. There we go. Yeah. So that's the assault cannon guy. Let's see. Can you see him? Yeah, I can see him. He sucked. I did not like putting him together. Okay. Next guy. the heavy bolter, but I don't know. I kind of don't want to do a heavy bolter. I kind of want to do the assault, the autocannon. But then I don't have complete instructions. I have to look them up, and I don't feel like doing it. Oh, hey. These are Chaos guys, and they look like they're Primera sized because they look like they're because here is a Primaris guy, Sergeant, next to a Havoc Sergeant or a Havoc aspiring champion, and they seem very similar size to me. So don't know. But technically they should not be. They should be firstborn sized. Unless Chaos mutated them up or whatever. Yeah. But they were made in 2019. So there was that kit from then. So I don't know. But I think I'm going to stick with the heavy bolter then, I guess. So at least I've got instructions for that one. But okay. So 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. So those are the pieces I need now. It's not on this room. What are you up to, fish guy? Doing anything fun tonight? Okay. There, 49. Oh, cool. Well, thanks for stopping by. It's always, I love doing this to, talk to people because it's so much more like when I do this by myself, assembly and stuff, it's kind of like brain deadening. I always have to have like a movie or something on, and even then, I start to fall asleep. It's much better to have people to talk to. So thanks for coming by. Let's see, 51, 53, 52, 54. It's so weird that you have to do their feet. Okay. I can understand why their feet couldn't be just molded into their legs. I gotta go 52 tiny pieces. 51 and 54. Backpack. Where's the backpack? Here it is. These are just Havocs, which they're sort of like the equivalent of Devastators, heavy weapons. So you got 4 heavy weapons with them, and then 1 aspiring champion with melee, which is this guy. He's the aspiring champion. You do him first, and then 4 assault weapons, or 4 heavy weapons, rather. Now I need his leg. Nope, that's not it. There it is. I don't know. I have not decided yet. Like, they don't have any special things to denote that they're for a particular Chaos God. Like, I'd have to get some or slap some on or something. But I was just going to go with Black Legion, because then I could get the Abaddon figure and paint him, and because that's just a cool figure. Yeah. Okay, let's see. 62. I need this for the gun. The heavy bolter ammo pack. And then need another belt. This is going to suck. Another belt feed. I don't normally collect Chaos, but I'm subscribed to that magazine where you get some miniatures every now and then, the Combat Patrol, and it came in the last one, and they're cool figures, but never had Chaos guys. I have some Chaos guys for the old world, but that's it. The classic Chaos guys in the black armor and all that. Okay. Do we need, what else do we need? I think we got the gun, we got the belt. Oh, the extra arm, which is 60. I don't see his other arm. There it is. This looks like it's going to be another 4 points of connection to get the gun looking right. Oh, do I click me? I think I have the most Raptors. Raptors, Chapter, Space Marines, and Necrons. Those are like the two, and then I've been working on Blood Angels lately, and then fourth place are Eldar. Yeah, I've got a bunch of other ones, but not painted. Of course, everybody has their pile of shame and all that. Oh, 61, I need a piece of the gun, which is right here. It looks like the gun is demon possessed. Yeah, I'd have to say Raptors are my favorite chapter right now, favorite army, just because of the, I don't know, the sort of, American World War II aesthetic. Yeah, I've been working on like 2 or 3 chapters of Space Marines just because, like, uh, like they released some of the Blood Angels, and I liked some of their character models, and the Space Wolf. I like the Space Wolf new ones. So and the Death I got for Christmas last year. I got the Deathwing box set. So I haven't done anything with it, but I put it together, but haven't painted anything. Okay. Oh, and shoulder pads. That's the last thing for this guy. I think a head. Did I get it? Yeah, I got a head out already. But I mean, I like I'd like to do a Krieg army. Would be a lot of fun to do. A lot of people tell me that they don't like Tau, but I like some of some of the units are kind of cool looking. I know they're very Gundam, but I'm a sucker for giant robots. What else? Orcs. Orcs would be fun. I always thought that would be fun to do like a sort of Mad Max Road Warrior Evil Sun's army. Just focus on the vehicles. Your Tau? Oh yeah, The Tau have some cool stuff. I mean, I like the Riptide. I like the Ghost Keel. Um, their Titan. Both Pathfinders. See, I still I don't know how to use their units to the best effect, because the whole thing of, okay, these guys have to spot to get the bonus, or you have to have these guys spotting for those guys, or that sort of thing. I haven't actually played a game with or against Tau yet, even though I have a few. But yeah, what color scheme are you going with them? Oh, did they buff it recently? Well, that's good. They always seem like they suffered a lot. Oh, they can. Oh, that's good. So you don't need to have like 1-for-1. That's nice. Because I was watching a battle report, and who was it? It was one of the big YouTube, tabletop guys. Just 1-for-1 enemy squad. See, that's good. I like the detachment though they have with the advanced weapons, where you get like 4 extra inches of range and stuff like that. I thought that was pretty cool. And the extra, the extra cool enhancements for different guns. Oh, you haven't? That was it last year? Maybe the Christmas holiday one. I thought that was pretty cool because it changes the gameplay so much, where you can have like flamethrowers out to, was it 16 inches, something like that, and plasma meltaguns reaching very far, or fairly far. And they had the enhancements where you could like turn one gun on your like commander. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like you can turn one gun on your commander to like a really powerful gun. Give it like +3 strength and extra -2 to armor saves, and you give it to like their flamethrower, or one of their rapid firing. What are those? What are the rapid firing weapons called? I can't recall. They look like Gatling guns. But if you get a chance, you can go onto Wahapedia and look up the detachment. I think it's called like Experimental Cadre or something. Burst cannons, thank you. Burst cannons. Like I remember the look because it's on the Riptide, or one of them. Excuse me. I just got to clean this guy's connection points. But how are things where you guys are? We've got strong winter weather right now. So my wife and I are hunkered down. We did not go anywhere for the last few days. It's down to the single digits here. Really? Oh, you're lucky. Although I kind of like it for the. I kind of like the winter because it's, we're doing Christmas stuff, and which by the way, the Christmas tree is behind me. So right there. That's what we did today. That was our big project. Let's get the Christmas tree put up. We haven't decorated it fully yet. Just got it assembled and fanned out all the fronds. Very exciting. Snow is great. I mean, we've got I've got a little pond out across the way from my studio. And it's completely frozen over. It's kind of fun. Even though it was a big hassle to get it up, we put on some Christmas music and just put it up. Yeah, we've got it's completely frozen. We have this little pond over across the way, and I bet, like, when we met one of our neighbors because we moved out here a few months ago. We met one of our neighbors, and she told us how she used to ice skate on the pond on our property when she was a little girl. So we're like, oh, we'll have to see. But I don't know. I've never gone ice skating before, so I'm going to have to test it, throw rocks onto it, try to make sure it's strong enough. Okay, cleaned. Now we need to assemble, which we need the chest ecological region. This. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Where are you in the south at the moment? Because we're in New England. We got that big nor'easter. Okay. Oh, I need to get his toes. One of his toes. I don't think that's the right toe. I think this is the right toe. There we go. Yep, that fits perfectly. That's nice. Okay. And this goes on, obviously, his leg. From England? No, New England. New England with Massachusetts and Connecticut. There we go. There. Yes, USA. The northeastern portion of USA, where it's very cold right now. Let's see. Other toe. Oh, wait. Doesn't look like I shaved that, right? Oh, no. That was just extra. Where are you at, if I may ask? It's gotten muggy. Let's see. Oh, backpack. Sweden. Oh, strange. I would have imagined it'd be super cold there. Really? Oh man. Because you guys have, I mean, that's a big tourist draw, isn't it? Is the skiing and everything? Yeah. Well, for us, or for me, being we moved out to the west here, and it's colder, and we got our first snow about 3 weeks ago, and that was very early. Usually, like when I was in the other part of Massachusetts, um, we didn't get snow until January or so, and now we got snow here in late November. So I mean, I guess getting warm there for you, getting colder here for us. But I think there's just the change from one place to another. I think this is pretty typical of them here in this area. Okay, backpack. All right, heavy bolter backpack. Yeah, I've never like I grew up in the South, and so we never had like snow. But then when I moved to Massachusetts, we've gotten it intermittently. But this is like the most snow we've gotten since I've been here. It's pretty nice. I kind of like it, but I don't think I would have liked it when I was younger. But don't have to shovel quite as much here. Okay, this is going to stink because it's the ammo belt. Which I should connect this first, I think. Yeah, it's probably best, and then give it some wiggle room. There, I'm gonna hold that here. This is gonna take a little bit. Darn it. I may have to actually wait till or get both contact points going. So that'll kind of stink. No, man. I'd say about 95% of my time painting and assembling stuff. Since I got back into the hobby last year, I think I've played 7 or 8 times total, But then I've also played like other things, like played a little Necromunda and Warhammer Quest, Mordheim. But like 40K, I have only played, I'd say 8 or 9 times, 7 or 8 maybe, depending. A few times with my nephew. Okay, that's actually sticking, so that's nice. All right, and then this is going to go roughly like this. I think I'm going to put that on later. Hey, fish. Oh yeah, what are you doing you're making them specifically, you're giving them some of the heraldry for the Night Lords? Paint while still on the sprue. Really? See, that would drive me crazy if you painted it on the sprue. The heads I can see, but painting on the sprue, I would be too weirded out because like I would know I would have to like cut pieces off Well, unless you cut it off and then shave it on there. Oh no. Yeah, that would drive me crazy. I mean, not to say, I mean, everybody has their method. I could not do that. It would drive me nuts. I would be constantly like worrying about damaging the paint or the paint job when I finally cut it off the thing. No, well, because you got to go and touch it up, right? So I don't know. And both of you guys have fish in your name. Something's going on. You're probably in cahoots. All right. There. Oh, that's bad. It's painful. All right. And hopefully I do not knock this guy's arm off by putting this one in there. Oh, crap. I can tell it's giving way already. Crap, crap, crap. Stay. But also there's part of me like, I like to put things together because then I feel like, okay, I've progressed on that. And then I put them on the shelves. And then I feel like, okay, I have the option if I want to prime them and do it. So yeah. What Legion? I was going to make this Black Legion. Oh, hey, channel. What's up, man? It's good to see you. Seriously, those scouts you did, I like them a lot. Those Raven Guard, they were pretty cool. I'm working on a project I'll have to tell you about later. But I was going to make these guys Black Legion, and just so I can get Abaddon at some point down the line because I really want to paint that figure, because it would make sense then at least. I mean, I know Abaddon gets a lot of grief, but that figure is just too cool. Very metal. Let's see. There we go. I think this guy is almost done, 90% done. But I was figuring I was just going to get these Havocs done, and then if I've got time, I might move on to something else. I was going to do another squad. Well, you learn every time, man. Every time. It's kind of that's half the reason why I kind of like to do some of the videotapes and or not videotapes, why I video some things, and then like I take pictures of things and I go back and I look, and my eyesight can be kind of rough, and even after the surgery, and like I only see some of my mistakes when I blow it up to 4K. Yeah, the Grey Knights really do need something. Grey Knights really do need something. I mean, well, they got what? They got a sprue for their big guy. They haven't gotten any new figures though. Although the one dude with the black sword, with the black power sword, that he still looks pretty sweet. But all right, head. I feel kind of bad for the Grey Knights because, like, when I first started on Warhammer, and they were introduced, they were like the big deal. Oh, it's wish for some for Christmas, but I mean, consider this first. Yeah, it feels like you're on the precipice of having to get rid of them, But I just remember them being introduced, and this is back in first and second edition 40K, and they're being introduced as they're Space Marines, but they're the elite of the elite Space Marines. And I feel like then I got back into the hobby and I saw it looks like Adeptus Custodes like took their took that space from them, so they're no longer the elite of the elite. Custodes are. It's too bad. All right, 2 more guys. I've got a las cannon and a missile launcher to do. Although it kind of makes me think like, well, because they also did the things with the Death Watch. Death Watch became elite of the elite, and then I think Custodes came after them, right? So I'm curious, like, who is eventually going to be the next ultra elite army that takes their lunch, you know? Anyways, idle thoughts. Idle thoughts. All right. So this is 69 and 70, which is on another sprue. Yes, another sprue. Well, they were so expensive because they were all psychers. Back in first and second edition, you like got one squad of Grey Knight Terminators, and that was as expensive as everybody else's army, pretty much. Yeah. Were they weaker? I remember, well, Custodes for the longest time were sort of just really swept off to the side as so elite that they're never going to be given rules, and then they were. Yeah. Okay, let's see, 70. Wise Law GKs would be the elite demon. Yeah, they just had some really weird. Yeah. Well, yeah, where they slaughtered the Sisters of Battle, right? Or some exterminatus for one planet and kill like off all the guards that served them loyally and stuff. I was like, they got some bad press basically, or bad writing, I suppose you should say. And, I think this guy is across sprues. Where's his other thing? Oh, there it is. He is not cross sprues. I just did not see him. Well, the thing is, I think we were talking about this. I don't know if I was talking about it with you with the channel about how it seems like Games Workshop doesn't have like a consolidated Bible. You know, they don't have anybody with one clear vision of how things are, how things should be. It's like writing by the Terminus Decree. Oh yeah, I mean, that's the recent thing with the Emperor where you got to kill the Emperor and then the Custodians will stop them supposedly. Yeah, it feels like writing by committee where people aren't always in communication. All right, now I need to get this guy's feet. 72, 73, 71. Although it does make you wonder, like, what they're setting up if they're going to do something with the Emperor or whatnot. Let's see. Terminus Decree is that they won't actually fight the Custodians, but show their Terminus Decree kind of like a warrant. Oh, maybe Star Child. What do you think? What are you saying there, Fish Side? Oh, Star Child. That's what he's going to do. Oh, like 2001. Oh, is Star Child an actual thing? I was thinking you're saying like the Emperor would transition into a Star Child, or basically to a deity, sort of thing. Let's see, 75 backpack. So they got to do something with the Void Dragon too, on Mars, possibly. 85. 82. Where's the gun? There's the gun. Put him to the warp, comes back in a new form, and his whole body's forced to stay there. Yeah, maybe they could do something with that, because then it would fit the technicalities of the Terminus Decree. That'd be interesting. But I hope they do have like a strong vision of it. And I feel like the plot's moving forward because of they've got. Well, did you see the Dawn of War 4 thing? With the Dark Angels and Leon L. Johnson being in the game? I thought that was kind of cool. That kind of speaks to me that there's going to be plot progress in some way or some reason why the Dark Angels are with the Blood Ravens. And it's sort of like is a recognition of the Blood Ravens being more canon, I guess you'd say, because a lot of times, a lot of things that happened for the Blood Ravens were not really mentioned and stuff in lore. Listen to this geeking out. Oh, I forgot his, he needs a shoulder pad. 74 right here. Shoulder pad. And a head. Did I get a head? No, I did not get a head. He needs, which head? 86. There it is. So this guy can only have one head. Yeah, I think they might also be setting up more allying with different. You think so? Well, it feels like they abandoned the whole thing with the Eldar, with the how do you say Inead? You need. They feels like they abandoned that entire thing, where the Eldar started to consolidate, Dark Eldar working with the Eldari, and then they started helping out, Rabudi Gilliman and all that. So it feels like they were doing stuff and then they backed off. Okay, that's this guy. I need to clean him. Robot girly man, yes. Oh man, see, the thing is, I kind of wanted to paint Rabudi Gilliman, but I don't have any Ultramarines. I'd have to get get more stuff, and then they've had this even more Ultramarines recently, and those Victrix card. What the hell is wrong? What's up with their stats? That's crazy. Like they're super great. Of course, they're flying off the shelves because of that. But I get the vibe that they're going to be nerfed sometime soon. Well, they've got brain space. Basically, they're in the zeitgeist because Space Marine 2. But they're all out there. Wait, oh, you mean with the Victrix card? Sorry, I was thinking more Ultramarines in general. Dark Angel storyline, maybe able to work in the fall. Yeah, I want. Well, I would like them to have. Well, I would like them to have something to revitalize the Dark Angels, to give them redemption, I guess you could say. Victrix card, okay, yeah. Well, the Victrix, their stats are better. They have one better save, one better wound, but they don't have the normal armor for that or something like that. And their isn't their special rule something good? They're better than the elites of other people. Yeah. Well, I just thought their stat line was good. And the thing is, their model kit is really nice. Necron's working against the Tyranids, Orcs, Chaos. I don't know. I can't really ever see Orcs working with Imperials beyond, I don't know, accidentally working with them. Talent, yeah. That's understandable, man. I mean, there are factions that I have no idea what's going on, like the Drukhari, other than they were working with the Eldar for a little bit. There's no figure in the Drukhari that I want, and so I've kind of just tuned them out. Oh, Commissar Yarrick, yeah. Gundams and Magic Knight, yeah. Giant robots, man. I have a big soft spot for them. Well, what happened with Commissar Yarrick? I remember he was a thing, but I don't know the story about him. Didn't he die? Or was he... Or no, Creed was the one who got captured by, oh gosh, the Necron collector. Trazyn? I think it's Trazyn. I always liked Creed. He has a really cool 3D printed miniature, him chomping on a big cigar. It looks very cool. Creed was killed by... No, he's not... Or Commissar Yarrick was? Oh, man. That's too bad. I know Creed's with the Necrons now. Oh, I don't have any. I've just been playing with some people. I do not actually. I'm this close to getting some Necromunda stuff, just because I have this vague desire to do, Mad Max miniatures. Like I was telling you, like I was looking at orcs for the same reason. I don't have any games, so I've played 2 games of it, and basically people handed me a couple of guys and said, go shoot those guys, and so I would. Honestly, I was drinking a bit, but it was so fun, and I love the aesthetics, the looks of them. But it just seems like such a. It really reminded me of the late '80s, early '90s Games Workshop. Even still, it just had that vibe to it, and so that's why I've kind of like I've been warming up on it. I haven't read the rules. I still gotta I need to get a set of it at some point. But I've been looking at that and Kill Team's latest thing. I was thinking getting Kill Team because they have the solo play or cooperative play, and I was thinking of my nephew. He has some stuff we could actually like put together 2 kill teams and play against the AI in essence. And that might be fun, but I haven't looked at the rules. I don't know if they're good rules or not. If they're not, that'd be too bad. But like we played Hero Quest, and they have an app where you can just let the app run as dungeon master, and that was pretty cool. And we played Gloomhaven once. So there was that. Yeah. Well, yeah, the co-op version, and also the Hero Quest. The app dungeon mastering is a lot of fun, and also like they update it with every little expansion that they send out. So like you get the expansion, you just go up to the app. It's like boom, I'll run it for you. But I mean, it is a little like you have to update it. You have to tell it where you've moved and stuff, and it'll be like, "Oops, you stepped on a trap." But Gloomhaven has co-op like written into the rules. Like you can only play it co-op. Well, I think you can actually do like an arena thing, but it is 99% a co-op game. Although it focused on like playing cards for abilities and stuff. I usually bounce off those kinds of games. 1 second, some soda. Hey, channel, were you on when I showed the Christmas tree? If you're still there, let me know. I'll show you the Christmas tree. It's like right behind me. We've got it set up because people come driving down the road and they can see like right into my studio. And now, so we put the Christmas tree here so people will have the holiday spirit. Okay. This guy needs to go. Okay, I'll show you. Here comes the Christmas tree. Oh, ta-da, Christmas tree. Merry Christmas. Yeah, right there. I mean, this is where we're going to put it because we might get another one for, just being inside when the family comes. But what? Oh, yeah. You did not see it? Yeah, there's the Warlord Titan up there. And, well, it's a maniple. There's a Reaver and 2 Warhounds and a Warbringer. It's all 3D printed, man. So it's not as cool or as good as the other stuff, but it's pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with it. Probably never going to paint it, but I'm so happy to be able to get it done though. It's FDM, not resin. I have not messed with resin yet. And honestly, like I'm thinking like, oh, I should get a resin printer, but I've just like looked at it, I'm like, oh, looked at the workflow of it. I'm just like, man, no, I don't know if I could do that. Part of me wants to, but I also know like I can get so impatient so easily, and I could see like so many problems. Like I've been doing stuff with the FDM 3D printers, and I tried the 0.2 millimeter nozzle, and that just makes it so finicky. You really need to babysit it, and I just don't have the patience for it. I just like went back to the 0.4. I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to make terrain and vehicles, you know, and not worry about all the other stuff. Okay, I need to do feet. I mean, people tell me like had people volunteer like, here, I'll show you what you need to do. I'll show you, you can. It's really not that hard. You just have to figure out a process. And I'm just like, man, I know myself. I know I am grumpy, and how all it'll take would be like, for me to wreck a tray of resin or whatever, and I'd be like, all right, that's it, and move on to something else. So I'm happy with what I've got going on with the FDM printers. Because I got a Bamboo A1 Mini when they're super cheap. They were like, it was like $170 for an A1 Mini, and I was like, I love this, and it worked so well and it did really well, and so I got an A1 because they had at the time, if you had gotten this one, they had like a discount for the other, and so I've got these two. I've got a little bit bigger and a little bit smaller one, and they just do everything I want so far, except for resin printing. And I feel like I'm already ahead of the game because I got the Titans printed out. So it's like those are things I would never have gotten otherwise. But it's really great for terrain, lots of things like that. Is that right? That's not right. That can't be right. No, that is right. Because I mean, it was a total like $450, and the Titan's like $2,400. So boom, done, paid for itself. Although not really, I never would have gotten it, but still. Okay, let's see, backpack. All right, now I got to connect the cables to the las cannon, and the las cannon needs to be, it looks like it's a flat 90 degrees. Let's see. There we go. I gotta hold this. It feels a little wiggly. I gotta hold this for a little bit. Oh, I should put it on his, where's his base? Okay. I think I need to tweak his feet a little bit. Okay. It's so weird. Sometimes it feels like the Tamiya glue does not work at all. Like I'll be using it and stuff will just be falling apart. I wonder if it has something to do with the humidity or the temperature or something. But tonight it's working, really good. But like the last few times, it would be very finicky. Okay. Need to fix the barrel. Okay. And this big goofy head, his arm. Is there any lore reason why these guys, their head, let's use the Revell contacts? Well, that's the thing. That's why I like the Tamiya is the brush is really nice for applying. If it didn't have the brush, honestly, like if I had to use something else, I would probably go back to Citadel because that seems to function a little bit better sometimes. It melts faster. There. Is there any lore reason why Havocs are connected to their guns through like their helmets and stuff, or is it just color? Like, are they the beginning of the obliterator virus or something? His arm sliding. Yeah, if Tamaya did not have the brush, I would not use it. Okay. Oh wait, I did not put on his leg pad. There, totally missed that. There we go. And then shoulder pad. Cha. There. All right. There. Fourth one done. Let's see. You're gonna lean on today's. I usually channel. I just grab stuff that I think is cool to paint, and that's what I do. Um, I have only Legions Imperialis, but I've got a few. Like I got a few models from Horus. I think like one of the Blood Angel guy with the one leg. I haven't done anything with him, but Legions Imperialis is the only Horus heresy stuff I really have. But any specific playstyle with Black Sleeves? No, I'm just going to grab stuff, man. I'm just going to grab like whatever looks cool. I mainly want to get Abaddon. Like that's the only thing. I want to get Abaddon, paint him, and then I'll just throw whatever together. And I probably won't play Chaos. Like when I go to the if I go to the store or such, probably not going to play Chaos. Yeah, I mean, I figured the rules will come or not. But then also like I've been talking with these guys about different rule systems. Like people talk about one-page rules, but there's also Apocalypse, where I love anything where you put order counters down and it changes how they play. Like we review the so much cool. Yeah, yeah. Well, Horus Heresy stuff looks cool, but to me, it looks like first and second edition 40K stuff. And I'm really charmed by the new stuff, the Primera stuff lately. But it seems harder. It definitely seems harder, like more of an edge to it. But I don't know. I think every time I play 40K, I like playing it for like the people and sharing that community thing of it. But the rules, I just don't really care for them very much. Or the whole thing of my entire army shoots your entire army, you take casualties. Okay, and you're screwed if there's no terrain to block line of sight or whatever. It's just a rough thing. Which is why every battle takes place in freaking Stalingrad, because you have to have line blocking terrain. Otherwise, the entire side who goes first kills the other side sometimes. But I'm not better. All right, missile launcher guy. He is next. And let's see, 87, 88, 89, 90. Which, oh, here's the missile launcher. I might as well just get it out now. Wow, it's right in front of my face. There. But I really like Legions Imperialis. I really like the 8mm scale stuff. Like I painted a Titan, like an 8mm scale. Let's see. Oh, yes, talk amongst yourselves. But I do like the very tiny Marines and tiny tanks and the tiny Titans. Okay, I think he's over here. Yep. This is the last guy, so I should probably just punch out what I need. I think Channel has Raven Guard. Oh, wait. I punched out the wrong missile launcher. They have 2 missile launchers. Oh, that's funny. I didn't know you could have 2 missile launchers. Okay, so I've got 7, 88. I should really read the instructions. Oh, size difference of Legion. Yeah, hold on a second. I'll go get my Titan. 1 second. I'll be right back. This is a Warlord Titan. So he's about the size, he's like a little bit smaller than a Knight in scale. Like he is a little bit taller than a Dreadnought. And I don't know if you can see on his base are Space Marines. Say, let's see if I can get this. Tiny Space Marines. There's a guy with a banner in the back. And got them magnetized so you can swap in the weapons. Yeah, I really like the scale, and it feels more strategic, you know. The Legions Imperialis is a good game system. Although the army lists are kind of rough because it has a lot of things where you have to take things in a particular order, but you can also get like everything. Well, like if you've played Horus Heresy, you know you can get like entire squads of missile launchers. You can do sort of equivalent to that for these guys. But so you can see that the Marines are very tiny. Let's see, no, where's the Marines? I think that's the best we can get. Yeah. This was one of the first things I painted when I got back in the hobby. All the brass. I don't even remember what Legion this was. I really don't remember. But I'll put him over here. Get him out of the way. Oh. Okay. This dude. And thank you. Well, thanks. It took a while. That was like I was like, oh, that was when I was like, I don't know if I want to get back into the hobby or not, and I was like starting to hedge into it. I was like, okay, I'll just play this one game, and I'll get this figure, and it's going to take me a while. And it took me like a week or so, and I was just like, and then I was like, oh, you know what? I kind of want to paint 40K again, and that's where I went. It really is. Is a lot of fun. But no, where was I? Oh yeah, missile launcher. Okay, 788 leg. I need leg plate. Just here. And his feet, his backpack. It's really weird. I'd wonder why they have all their feet separate. But I would advocate if you get a chance, you can actually get Legions Imperialis, like the base game, very cheap now, like for $120 roughly. I mean, nothing Games Workshop is cheap, but cheap-ish comparatively. And the rules are pretty nice. Because basically they have rules where you put down order tokens. You can say advance, charge, first fire, and like building fantasy. Yeah. Well, is it fantasy or Age of Sigmar? Some of the Age of Sigmar figures are really, really nice. Like I got a Skaven Tide box set just for those uh, beautiful Stormcast Eternals. I mean, yeah, I mean they really, they're just so nicely done. Like at first, when I saw the Stormcast Eternals, the first few waves, oh, Skaven are cool too. Skaven are very cool. But when I first saw the first few waves of Stormcast Eternals, I was like, they didn't really do anything for me. But these guys, most recently, and like that one guy, Jonas the Cryptborn or something on his dragon with the skull helm. I was like, oh, that guy's sweet looking. But oh, yeah, I keep getting there, keep losing my place, which is a good thing though because I'm enjoying talking. It's fun to talk to you guys. But the Skaven are also fun, and Skaven are a joy to paint. You know, when you get them, because you can do almost anything with them. They're kind of like they're kind of like Nurgle or Death Guard, because you can mess them up and they can be all crazy. Well, yeah, what you call it, the guys with wings. They would make great sanguinary guard. Bretonians are cool. Bretonians used to like drive. I had a friend who did nothing but Bretonians way back in the early '90s, and he hated it because he had to paint the heraldry of every single one. And he was just like, "Oh my god!" It took him forever. Because he was a perfectionist and he would go in and he would hand paint little insignia shapes and things. And it was crazy. And it's like, dude, why do you do this to yourself? And he's like, no, I need more Grail Knights. And then I remember his first game, somebody did, his first game with the Bretonians and his Grail Knights, somebody did some sort of shenanigans where like they have to challenge or something. Like they have to accept every challenge. And so he had like this one guy who was geared to do nothing but endure. And he stuck the Grail Knights in one spot for the entire game and they got shot to death. By I think it was Siege Pieces, but it upset my friend because he spent weeks on these Grail Knights, painting them exquisitely, and then for them to come on the board and just get isolated and annihilated. I felt so bad for him. I felt so bad for him. It made me like, oh, I must get in there and avenge my friend, but I didn't have an army. Wasn't playing Fantasy Battle back then. Although eventually I did. I got an Empire army. The Green Knight. What was his rules? Like I've seen like his old stat line, but I remember he like charged out of forest randomly, like from stealth or something almost. I remember he had some funky stuff. Oh, this guy has a excuse me, a Mechanicus arm. Here's his shoulder pad. I don't see the Mechanicus arm on the sprue though. Is it over here? There it is. But I really like Fantasy Battle. I haven't played Age of Sigmar yet. I've not like actually played it, so I can't really speak to the quality of the rules. The old world, I've heard, has got a lot of problems these days. You could any spot anywhere and say that is a holy spot and deploy him from that location only. Really? Yeah, I could imagine that would throw things off. And wasn't he very durable? Like he had magic armor or some sort of fixed save, didn't he? Well, the Bretoni is a lot of fun to play on Total War. That was a fun army to play. I'm getting stuffed up. I hope I'm not catching something. Hmm. Second, let's see. All right. Okay. Hey, thanks for stopping by, channel. It's always cool to see you. You take care. Do more Raven Guard, man. Oh, Shadow the Horned Rat. That was a fun game. I actually played that on the first PlayStation, was it? Combat Patrol magazine. I don't know how much savings you get with it. Combat Patrol is like okay, it's roughly like between $17 and $20 per issue, and you basically get usually you get two things over the course of four issues that are worth about $50 each, right? And so it was like I got the Havocs and I got a Hellbrute this month, and then I also got two paints. And so you're paying like that's like $80, and you're getting like $110 worth of stuff, you know. And but also I'm paying like a little bit more because you can get a premium pack, which is like every 3 months you get two more kits. No, the magazines are crap. Like here, this is one right here. Magazines are total. Well, the magazines are aimed at children, getting them into the hobby. Let's see if I can get it better. They're like every issue they introduce one or two different combat rules and try to introduce people on how to play the game. And they have like a nice little tutorial on how to paint the figures that you get, stuff like that. But no, like I throw them away as soon as I finish with the instructions and everything. And I don't know, what am I doing? Is this the head I need? I think so. Yes, that is the head I need. Okay. But I mean, I kind of like it. Well, yeah, there you go, man. I mean, well, if you're painting your first ever mini, do yourself a favor and go to Duncan Rhodes on YouTube. He has, I feel, the best tutorials. He has just a really easygoing way, and I mean, he's who I refer to, and Artist Opus. Yeah, yeah, that would. Well, I think they do sometimes. I think they have like some cardboard terrain, sometimes in it. Are you sure Hatchet? Well, I mean, Hatchet is a French company, so I mean, they're right around the general area of Europe, but yeah, they had some like a little bit of like cardboard terrain, nothing extravagant. Say his name was. I'm sorry for Artist Opus and Duncan Rhodes. Duncan Rhodes, Rhodes. His his channel, I think, is just his name, or it's like Duncan Rhodes Studios or something like that. But he has the best, I'd say, tutorials, and it's all step by step, and he has great camera work, so it's really good. But he was the guy that I devoured all his stuff when I was getting back in it to see like all the new painting techniques. Like he introduced, I was like, oh, contrast paints, what are those? And so yeah, no, yeah, he's great. And Artist Opus is very good too. But he specializes a lot in like dry brushing and wet blending. And me, I just do whatever simple tricks and nonsense can give me good results. That's what I focus on. Because if it's something can look good, table ready, with a minimum amount of effort, that's me. But it's sometimes fun to sit down and paint one figure for a while too. Like I'm planning on painting this guy next probably, who has no head right now because I think I'm going to use this head, which let's see if we can see it. It's a blood angel head. But that's my plan because I converted this guy. This used to be what was it? A Blade Guard Ancient from the Dawn of War Onslaught box, and I was just going to make him a Blood Angels Lieutenant, and then that way, like a figure like that, you can do whatever you want with them, just have fun. I like to convert things, nothing too crazy, like replacing body parts. I can do that. Things beyond that, with like green stuff, not quite. Oh, this part's fragile as heck. It's gonna be hard to get at. But then, yeah, if you're just getting into the hobby, then the magazines might be good. Oh, okay. All right, fishy guy. Oh, thanks, man. I'll talk to you. I try to do stuff on Friday or on Saturdays. I try to at least poke my head in and do a little something. But thank you. It was nice talking to you. You take care. Oh, what am I assembling? Oh, hey, Landis. I am assembling Havocs, which are, let's see, let me move this back. Heavy weapons, chaos dudes, basically. Yeah, Havocs are pretty cool. I have to admit, I haven't been a big chaos guy, but they feel more over the top than Devastators. Like, I mean, look at this assault cannon. The assault cannon is crazy big. Let's see, get it back there. It's crazy big. Although that was a bear to put together with the chain belt, because that chain belt refused to stick. It was very finicky. There we go. Yeah. The missile launchers, they're pretty cool. But I like the assault cannon. I like the auto cannon. Las cannons are too good in game to ignore them. But I don't like their aesthetic too much. Although I like the power packs, like the power packs on the back. I think that'll be fun to paint. Do a little glowy bit for them. I kind of wanted to do. There's an autocannon on the sprue. See that autocannon? It has a freaking bayonet, and I was like, that is super awesome. But nope. Like Stormcast Eternals. See, I haven't played Age of Sigmar yet. I've only played 40K. I've only played Legions Imperialis, a little bit of Necromunda, and a little bit of Kill Team. Age of Sigmar has such good figures now, though. I mean, some of those figures, I have to say, like, I know people say the Archaon figure is overproduced. Like, it's got just too much detail, but I'm a sucker for it. I'm a sucker for tiny little things that you can paint on a bigger thing. Okay, let's like the little crows and ravens on his base. I like that. But of course, I put ravens and crows on my Raptors 40K or my Raptors Marines since I just like the look of it. Okay, let's see. Knee pad. And now other leg, which this is fragile. Need to be a bit careful. This armor plate on it keeps threatening to break. There we go. And backpack. Is that right? Did I get the right thing? I think I missed something. Yeah, I don't think I got the right backpack. There it is. Give your sorcerers, Thousand Sun, Sea Brands, holding my extra. That'd be cool. I'd be kind of interested in seeing that. I love kit bashing. And changing up figures. Oh, excuse me. Starting to yawn. There we go. There we go. All right. Now that's the right backpack. Yeah. It can be for sure. Do you use green stuff when you're converting stuff? Like I still haven't messed with that stuff yet. I just do straight, chopping and mutilating bits without doing too much otherwise. And this backpack is huge. Go. And now missile launcher, which I need to put the barrel on there. So I remember when missile launchers used to be like the main weapon you could use or you should use because you had like 5 or 6 different types of ammunition. Yeah. See, I haven't messed with it, but I've like read too many horror stories about it. So I'd be like all like anxiety. Okay, let's get this in his shoulder. There. There we go. That's not. These are fiddly too. There. I think that's it. All right. Now his needs his weird head. That's sitting right. It's weird. This guy's head has to connect to the backpack, has to connect to the missile launcher. And it's like causing me to knock the missile launcher off his shoulder. You know what? I'm going to put the head on first. Screw it. Does not feel like he fits right though. Like it's very wobbly. Where they do what? Sorry, I lost track. I mean the figures. I don't know. Glue this all over again. And now it kind of connects better. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I think for these, it's so you can put different kinds of weapons on there. So I guess they want to give you more support points, but I don't know. I mean, it's kind of cool that you have these tubes connecting everything, but it is kind of a bitch. Oh, I need to get him on his base. I forgot to do that. Actually, yeah, I'll get him on his base. No, I need to put his feet on first. Duh. How's he going to sit on his base without his feet? The magazine aesthetic? You mean of Combat Patrol? Wait, that's wrong. I think I did that wrong. No, that's right. What's going on? No, that's right. Why does it look so funky? Okay. Oh, the magazine aesthetic with that, with the rounds and the ammo and stuff. You mean? Duh. I'm slow on the uptake tonight. They have so many bits and pieces. It's kind of neat. Like I have to admit, like I look at them, like looking at an intercessor. You know, a Space Marine intercessor is very bare bones. You put, you know, you could put extra stuff on them, but even when you slap on like extra pouches and things, it's nothing compared to these guys. They have all the different ornamentation, all the iconography. Okay. Oh, he's got his arm. All right. And now shoulder pad and Mechanicus claw. Well, hey, maybe you know what's the symbol for the Black Legion? I was trying to think of it and I was drawing a blank earlier. I'll go look it up soon enough, but it was bugging me that I couldn't recall. I'm gonna hold this. All right. I think that's it. 5 dudes. Chaos Renegades. Chaos Land Raider. That's 8-point star. Okay, so it's just the symbol for chaos. Oh, I think it's the eye with 8 stars. It's like the eye of chaos, and then if these guys are Black Legion, it doesn't say in the caption. Reaper chain cannon. Oh, the Reaper chain cannon has 2 more shots than an assault cannon. And the crack missile is 1 stronger. I have Horus, thank you. Thank you. Right, guys, I think I am done for now for tonight. Got these guys done. Thanks for keeping me company. I really appreciate it. It's always like so much nicer to have people to like talk to. Anyways, thank you, and I hope you have a happy holidays. And I'm going to clean up, get a bunch of this stuff cut out and put in my bits box, and then I don't know, maybe go to sleep, which will be nice. But you guys take care, and I'll see you later. Okay. Have a good night.